Oh no, it can't be starting off like that. There we go. What's up, everybody? Hello, hello, hello. It is Tuesday, and it is time to get it on. We have 2 more episodes to go of The Boys. We're going to be talking season 2, episode 7, Butcher, Baker, and Candlestick Maker. We only got 1 more episode left. I still haven't seen the finale, and I can't wait to see how they land this one. What do you think of this show so far, BBM?
I'm loving it, but I had to change my profile pic because of certain peanut allergy.
Oh man, I thought that was you on the thumbnail today. Oh, I thought that was you. I was glad my man made you. I was like, oh man, I can't be Black Martin this time. Not this time up. Oh, we're gonna talk about it though. How you feeling about this season so far, AK?
Oh, it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I'm probably at some point going to get into the graphic novels, but I don't want to spoil myself too much.
Oh, I thought you
before
read the
going
graphic
forward.
novels.
You might be thinking about Lauren. Lauren has like the whole collection.
Okay.
Ooh, boy. Oh, and yes, what's up, One True David Adams out there? I agree 100%. Rest in peace to the one and only Norm Macdonald. A man among his time, famous and genius comedian, and gone way too soon. Rest in peace, Norm Macdonald. Oh man, but today we getting into The Boys season 2, episode 7. Like I said, Butcher Baker Candlestick Maker. And what do you think of this open, fandom? Like, I thought it was a little young Billy until he put those glasses on. That was kind of a crazy open this time around.
Honestly, I cannot remember the beginning of this episode.
It was the big man with the glasses who just kept listening to all the Stormfront stuff, and I mean,
Oh yeah, was that supposed to be the person who was making all her memes and crap?
no, it wasn't a meme. It was just kind of really hammering home how effective cramming a message in people's face, no matter how false a narrative can be.
Because
Like
I think when it was in that opening scene, I think he was like editing the images and stuff. If I'm wrong or not, now I have to like rewatch that opening. But I think it was implying that it was him.
Really?
I did not catch that.
I didn't catch that either. I have to go back.
We'll all have to go back and investigate.
Right? I have to go and see if that was because she did have like 2 or 3 guys that she was talking to that are making the memes, and if that's one of them, that is really a crazy tie-in.
I mean, to your point though, DJ, it's still randomly ridiculous. Like, bro, you hear the message and you're that brainwashed by her nonsense propaganda that you go in to do this.
Exactly. Like, it really just showed how easily fooled ignorant and people can be. Like, this dumb mother was just holding a gun to a man's face asking, are you one of them? It's like, are you one of them? I was like, wait a minute. That might be some information you want to know before you pull it
beforehand. Get your proof before going to the conclusions.
Or if you don't pull a gun on somebody and ask them if they're a soup, are you bulletproof? Like, what if you said yes? Now you got a gun on the man and he takes you out? Like, just nothing smart.
Yeah,
nothing smart about it.
That was so real though, because that tied into like, back in the day when people thought that, oh, you could have been a communist spy, to recently when people thought every like Muslim was a terrorist.
Absolutely.
Now it's like these soups now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it just shows how well, like, no matter how false the narrative is, that propaganda works when you just keep cramming it down people's throats. Absolutely nuts. And when Butcher called Congress a bunch of cunts as the congresswoman comes walking through, and she called it a badge of honor, like, as Billy was calling it a term of endearment, or is anybody else reminded of our brother from across the pond? I was like, shout out to my brother Johnny and Ghost out there. Every time he was saying that, I was just like, it brought Johnny to mind so hard. Oh, loving it.
I love it.
Congressman Newman says they don't know the full story of what was going on at Sage Grove. And I was like, fandom, didn't Lamplighter tell us last episode exactly what they were doing? That they were practicing this compound V on adults so they could get it perfected and put it in adults, not just babies?
Exactly. I don't trust anyone in this damn show.
Like, who's lying to who? It's like they just told us what's going on. So why are you sitting here now saying you don't know exactly what's going on? Like, we learned that last episode. So what was that all about? And then Starlight's mom, Donna, talks her into meeting up. And she says she's been there the whole time and isn't leaving until they talk it out. And it seems like Donna's truly trying to make amends with her daughter. Like, is it time for Starlight to start taking it a little easier on her mom, AK? Like, maybe start working on some forgiveness? Or shall, like, I don't know. Should she tell her mom to just beat feet and I'll call you when I'm ready?
In certain situations, things can be extremely heinous, no matter whatever, quote unquote, good intentions were put forth as a reasoning. Sometimes you got to go no contact for your better mental health. This woman has been manipulating Starlight since she was a child, and Starlight is completely over the fuck shit. So I don't blame her. Nah, cut her off. We're done. If I ever have grandkids, you ain't seeing them. Bye, bitch.
Exactly, as ruthless as it get. What's up, fandom? You agree with that? I mean, should she start forgiving Mama, or is she just like, nah, you're still on timeout for a while?
I'm a forgiving man, but it's gonna take time. Again, you are pumping drugs into babies.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Not so easy to forgive. What's up, James Morgan? I see you out there. Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, what's up, U.S. boys and girls from old London town? Welcome. Always glad to have you here, buddy. Oh, he was killing that trivia the other day.
James, I am never prepared. Not ever.
Oh, man. But it seems like Starlight was starting to let her guard down a little when her mom actually revealed that she had just talked to Vought, and she was like, what? Like, boom, hello, Black Noir. Man, it's like Starlight has a really hard head. That's all I got to say about that. That girl can take a hit.
I was like, gotcha, bitch. Bam. I was like, I didn't give her a chance to react.
That was ruthless. I was like, God dang, my man came. He was not playing. But here's where the show like first started to bug me. Like when Mallory tells Serge, no abandoning your post this time. I was like, that man went to save his best friend's life last time. Like, if anything, it's your fault your grandkids are dead. Like, you went after the soups without a safeguard for your family in play. Like, that's on you. I was like, that was such an unwarranted slap to his face, wasn't it, AK?
I'm on the fence with that one because you're absolutely right in defending Frenchie, and I get it. You got to go take care of the fam, but that doesn't make him leaving okay, though. He did still have a job to do, so it's lightweight to catch 22. More like, let's see, one of those damn Reddit posts, like, either everyone sucks here or no one's the asshole here. Things happened. It didn't go the way it was supposed to, but both sides of the party, they're not wrong in their reasoning and why they did it.
And you made a great point last time. I was like, what if they were doing this in a whole different city and he wasn't able to go back and save his friend? But I don't know. On the flip side, they weren't, and he was. And like, I don't know. Like, I was a fan. I go and save my best friend.
No, I mean, that's what I'm saying. And that's totally valid. But you did leave your post, though.
He did.
I mean, you did still leave your post, though.
But Mallory knew. She's like, I don't like a caged animal. They're the most dangerous. I mean, she knew she was feeling like something was off. Like I said, she should have had a safeguard. She should have had her grandkids someplace else. She should have had something in place to save her family.
I will absolutely give you that. Yeah, true enough. Like, there's faults all around throughout that whole thing. It's messy.
Absolutely, yeah, it is. Just a shitty situation all around. But Billy gets left babysitting Lamplighter, and you just know something's going to go wrong with this. And then Billy gets a call from his mom who tells him the old man has finally kicked the bucket. She needs to see him immediately. Billy's finally going to go see the parents. Glad we're going to get some background on that. And then we see Starlight freaking out about being captured. And can those holding cells contain all soups? Like, you think it's strong enough to confine a Homelander fandom? Or probably not, because Lamplighter said mostly soup food.
Oh, he said mostly?
Yeah, later on he says they're mostly soup proof. And that's like,
Yeah, I don't think. At one point I thought so. Maybe they have like, if they're gonna like put a soup in there, at least build it to the point that it could contain that soup, whatever abilities they have. But just them saying mostly, I doubt it.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, build it to to downgrade or block specific powers, because it's almost impossible to get everything in one shot.
Oh, yeah, James Morgan. Linda R's in the chat. Good
Linda.
You don't have to watch. We just love when you come by and hang out. You should watch The Boys, though. It is an absolutely fantastic series. Loving every minute of it. Petite Huey was so uncomfortable, and as well he should be, like sitting there watching porn with Lamplighter while the sun was still shining. Like, can you imagine doing that, fandom? Or are you going to be in another room doing something else?
Hell no. I would literally leave that room. You said, I'm going to burn your face off? Then burn it, damn it. I'm not going to stay here and sit and watch it with you.
Oh, like,
you know what the irony of that is, though? Huey has seen so much fuckery and nonsense after hanging out with Butcher and going through all of those misadventures, and you sitting and watching porn with somebody else on the couch is the thing you take issue with.
That's
Really?
too far. Yep. Oh man, I was like,
Oh God.
Some scene just seemed so out of place, but so beautifully input. Like, I don't know, I was loving it, hating it. It was amazing. And it was funny how Huey like tried being all humble and nice to make Lamplighter feel better. He's like, "You're not the cuck, I am." Like Lamplighter couldn't even let him have that. He's like, "Nah, you're worse. You're the cuck fluffer." I was like, Jesus, this guy, he has no remorse, no love for petite Huey. I was like, you think
when you know how to play the dozens, you know how to play the dozens, though. Some people just got slick mouths like that.
Oh man, just ridiculous. What's up, fandom? You think the crowds are getting as sick as I am of Homelander's tired ass lines? Who are the real heroes? You are. I was like,
I'm getting tired of the lines. I'm getting tired of the commercials. I'm just like, fast forward.
Crazy. It's like, and, I mean, yeah, they got to be. I mean, I don't know. Not everybody out there is buying the BS, but the way they keep showing it, it's like, and you could see it, just people being railroaded like that. I'm like, come on, people, use your minds. And I so wanted to kick the screen when Homelander said, "I've always been honest with you. You know that." I was like, with your lying ass. I was like, come on. Yeah, oddly enough, on this one time, he was actually telling the truth. I was like, they did have a mole in bot, but I don't know. Did it make you feel some kind of way, AK?
It's, man, this dude just this dude. there's not a whole lot of words to go with it. Like, bruh, just please sit down, retire, fuck the hell off to another damn planet because you can probably survive flying in outer space. Leave people alone. Go find some other fucking galaxy to terrorize, okay? Earth is done with you. Dismissed.
I have one word that always pops into mind when it comes into Homelander, and that is just straight psychopath. This man is ridiculous. And that was ruthless, the way Homelander like outed Starlight. Like now, even if she gets out, everyone's gonna think she's gonna be a villain. Like, how's that gonna work out, fandom?
Repeat that again.
It's like now Homelander outed Starlight with that crowd and with the news there saying that she's a mole and bot and every that thing. So now, even if she gets out, everybody's gonna think she's gonna be a villain. Like, what? How's that gonna turn out for her?
Not good. But hey, just like I said in other previous streams, we just need 7 people to combat the new 7 that they're gonna form.
Man, and it's looking more and more like, we're gonna talk about that a little later, but it's looking more and more like something like that might even happen. That's kind of crazy. But back home, we got Petite Huey that hears that Starlight has been caught by Homelander, and he just loses his mind. Like, he knows Starlight's in trouble and instantly rises to save his bae. And maybe Huey really is like the true hero of this story. It's like, is that how it's going to end? Like, is it going to be Huey defeating Homelander and repeating his lame-ass line back to him, fandom? I guess it is me who's the real hero. Is he standing over a whooped Homelander? We're going to get something like that?
Yeah, I'd rather be Butcher than Huey.
It'd be more fitting, because they are really tying it up for Butcher to be like the normal man's Homelander. Same exact thing in every way, and we're going to talk about that too. But Petite Huey finally found a way to speak Lamplighter's language and get him to help, but Petite Huey also needs to pay more attention. Like, if he would have seen a Lamplighter is like basically giving up on life, I mean, he knows his life is forfeit, and that's the most dangerous kind of human being, one that you should definitely not ever look to lean on or trust, right, AK?
Yo, an animal that is cornered, scared, and angry fights the fucking hardest. You don't want that smoke. He does not want that smoke. It wouldn't take much to pop his head off, so to speak. So he's got to be better in his judgment.
Absolutely. I mean, Huey should have been figuring this out. Like, just the way he was talking, like, this man's giving up. Like, I would not be trusting walking into vault with this man. Would you, Phantom?
Nope.
Oh no, it's too dangerous. It's too dangerous. But Billy's not picking up because he's on family business. He sees his mom has tricked him into visiting his dad, and he's not dead yet after all. And I, of course, was thinking the worst, but it looks like it was indeed his dad was an abusive dick, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to end up being. But still, used to beat up on him and his brother, and that's basically what caused Butcher to become like he is, and his brother to attempt suicide, and that's why Butcher's so mad at him. So I was with it. I thought his dad was going to be even worse than that, but it sounds like he just beat the hell out of him and was super rough on him growing up. Did you think there was going to be an even darker story, fandom?
I thought it was going to be a little bit darker. I was like, this is all we got? That was anticlimactic.
Exactly. Are you feeling the same way, AK? Did you think there'd be something a little deeper with that?
I mean, they could have, but
Kind of
And
glad they didn't.
what can you do? Yeah, I imagined him to be really bad. I didn't necessarily want to have to see examples of that. Just knowing about the child abuse aspect was enough for me. He didn't, Billy didn't go home now to see the parents. He really don't give a fuck about his old man. He just went to see his mom and hear whatever she had to say.
Absolutely. And how off the rails must like Becca's mind be with the nerve of Homelander bringing Stormfront to her home like that? Like that was just ruthless. Especially when like very respectfully ask him to just call before he like pops in, and Stormfront goes all ham like he's allowed to see his dad. I was like, oh wait a minute, you need to just keep it all the mouse quiet. Like if you were Becky, like you'd want to inflict so much pain, but I mean, how helpless are you feeling? These people just come in and tell you what you're going to do with your own son, AK? How's that work?
Bruh. The amount of find a way to fuck you up without having to use my hands to fuck you up is going to happen. When a mother is protecting their child, there are no ends that she will go to. That's why they call it, the quote unquote mama bear. Female bears with cubs will get your ass and bite it the hardest than anything else. So Becca if she had a way, it would have been done. And Homelander is disrespectful as fuck. You coming to see your son isn't really even the issue. It's how you did the whole process. That's the problem. And he doesn't know how to see that. And it's just really fucking nerve-wracking. And fuck Stormfront.
Right? When Homelander said like he and Stormfront were going to be around a lot more, like that look on Becca's face, you just know she just wants to stand up screaming like, you remember you raped me, right? Like, just how brutal is this situation, fandom?
Son.
It is. And then the Stormfront is there too. I'm just like, Stormfront, don't kill Becca.
Can we just not get a kill on Becca? Can we just ask that? And she's itching to. Like, oh man. Because back then, like that's how Becca got Homelander in check, was saying, I will kill myself in front of your son and he will know it's your fault. But it basically looks like it's coming to a way that might not even matter sometime soon. So, oh man, that's just such a brutal situation. But this next scene was like the second part that I hated about this episode. It's like, boo-hoo, poor you, fucking Elena. Like, I cannot get that girl out of my head. I was like, yeah, that is exactly what Queen Maeve was protecting you from the whole time, and you fought like hell to get in. Like, now she shows you what you begged for, and you're going to hold it against her? Like, again, she can't fly. What the fuck do you want her to do in this situation? Like, I was like just all kinds of through with Elena. How are you feeling, AK?
That's facts. Like, ma'am, you knew what the deal was. Okay, it didn't work out the first time. You wanted to be able to go through, your public relationship. Well, not public as in like broadcasting it, but you want to be able to be seen in public with your girl. Okay, I get that. That's not how her life is structured. She can't work with like that. So y'all broke up the first time. Cool. But you came back. What made you think the situation was going to change when Maeve's face is still everywhere on a damn billboard and television? You knew exactly what you were getting into. And that I feel bad for Maeve, honestly, because, they obviously had something special or Maeve wouldn't give a fuck about it. But all of this extra side beef, like, you got to learn to just bend where you can, and what you can't, just keep that to the side so you don't break under that pressure. But you can't dictate how Maeve is going to be living her life. And unfortunately, you can't always dictate how public or not public your relationship is going to be. You knew all this and you still came back, and now you're on this fuck shit. Nah, exactly. You don't get that.
Queen Maeve is a superhero. Things are going to be a little different. This isn't a regular relationship, and you got to be able to work with it. Mm-hmm. And especially when you know some things are going on, and you fight like hell to figure out what they are and have her be truthful with you. And once she finally does, you just dump her and leave her. Like, oh man,
Maeve deserves better.
Oh, were you feeling sorry for Elena at all, fandom?
Nope. Like, seriously, you're dealing with a superhero. Stuff like this is bound to happen. You should have been prepared for this.
Mm-hmm.
100%. That was ridiculous. What's up? We got our man Peter Griffin out there in the chat. I see you. The comic goes into Billy's childhood more and maybe in later seasons. Oh, man, I hope it doesn't get any darker, but I look forward to getting all the background I could get.
Yo, the graphic novels are hella fucking darker.
I'll bet.
Hella darker. Wait till you see the shit that happened with Starlight in the beginning. Just wait.
As much as I like this show, I could almost see myself going back and reading some of those, just because I am really into this one. But again, like, how does Elena go from that to wondering how many others Queen Maeve has killed? Like, you see one video and you instantly think she's out there just killing people more than saving people. Like, and then she has the nerve to say, like, I'm not blaming you. Wait, yes, you are, and you're leaving me for finally being honest. Like, I would have told her not to let the door hit her in the ass myself. Like, beat it.
Like, if you're not blaming her, then why are you punishing her?
Exactly.
You saw the evidence right there, okay? She tried. What the fuck did you want her to do?
Exactly. Yeah, I was all kinds of through with Elaine. I was like, you're not even good enough for Queen Maeve. Like I said,
no, you leave my Maeve alone.
Yep. Let her move on to the next one. So then we bump up to Mother's Milk and Mallory going to see Dr. Vogelbaum, and they try to get any helpful info out of him, but he was just not going to chance what happened to Mallory's grandchildren happening to his. So he was like, I just cannot help you. But do you think that Mother's Milk should have taken Mallory's deal fandom and let her fly him and his family out of the country together?
I would have, but at this rate, you're just so deep into this whole gotta take down the soups. I have to get justice for my father that he just, at this point, you're too deep into it. Why not leave?
But then again, like, even if he would have taken that deal, what's up, AK? Do you think he would have ever been able to look himself in the mirror, like, been happy, or would he have just had this on his mind and never had closure?
It's not even really closure or keeping it off his mind. Is would he even really have been safe? There are soups all over the world, and as we know, Vought is literally like the fucking hand in Daredevil, and they are everywhere. They have influences everywhere. How can you guarantee this man is not going to be tracked and murked when you're overseas and can't protect him? You're almost putting him out there as bait. That just
right?
That's just it's not a smart move. So honestly, you know, I think he made the right decision. No, stay and finish the shit, and then you roll out.
Absolutely. I will take you up on that when the job is done, just like my man said. Absolutely. There ain't nothing safe out there. Always be looking over your shoulder. You don't want that.
Facts.
Like I said, if he would have taken that deal, there's no way he'd have been able to live with himself. Like, looking over his shoulder, just feeling some kind of way, feeling he gave up. Yeah, he can't. That's not my man. My man, Mother's Milk, don't get down like that.
No,
Billy finds a rat drink away. He finds a bar to drink away his sorrows, and with the news on in the background. And did anybody else notice how Stormfront's spinning the narrative and it's working? Like, at first she had the crowds railing against Vought, saying they had too much power and were kind of going against him. Now she's kind of flipped the script and has them chanting for more soups to be made. Like, was this her plan all along, fandom?
She is a modern day Hitler. All those speeches is rallying up the crowd. Little do you know the insanity.
Yeah, insane. That's pretty much on point, isn't it, AK?
It is, like, and it's an interesting contrast to look at because, you know, Hitler, he felt the master race was, you know, blonde hair and blue eyes. That motherfucker didn't have blonde hair and blue eyes. Look at Stormfront. She literally told Homelander, you are the epitome of what we were looking for from the beginning. So this was absolutely in the plan. You come in as an agent of chaos, you piss everybody off, and then you flip their own shit. She fucking Rumpelstiltskin. Fandom, I know you're going to catch that reference. She's fucking Rumpelstiltskin with superpowers. Well, even more superpowers than Rumpelstiltskin has. He comes in, flips the script, pisses everybody off, shows them their own faults, but spins it in a jokey way. So it doesn't seem like a read, but yeah, really, she's reading you for filth. And then she starts pumping out the you know, level 10 propaganda and getting everybody where they need to be and continuing to lead. That's what she's doing right now.
Absolutely. And then Mother's Milk calls Billy to tell him, like, it didn't go well with Vogelbaum, and Billy's, like, in just the perfect mood. He's like, you know what? I'll go have a little chat with him myself. You just know that's not going to go well. Or it will, depending on whose side you're on. But while watching Victoria, Frenchie and Komiko have a breakthrough. Like, it looks like she's finally going to teach them her own secret little sign language. Or was that just her creating a new sign language just for them, fandom?
I was saying to myself, okay, either A, it's new, or B, if it's the same one, it doesn't take that long for you to, like, learn this language? That's my question.
Well, I mean, when you come up with stuff as easy as like, I think I could even figure it out. That's gun. So I mean, that's why I'm almost like, is she just gonna start making up her own language just to like please Frenchie because she always wants to have that sacred with her brother that died, or is she really just gonna relent and actually like teach them their real sign language? What do you think, AG?
I see. She's probably going to teach him maybe some form of their own sign language. But like from what you said just now, it again, if he can pick it up easily, as it seems to like be happening, why does he not understand at least half of how she communicates already, though? Because it's not that hard to learn signing if you're paying attention to the person you're doing that with. Babies learn sign language without damn near any effort because their world is basically not talking, but they still need to communicate. And I'm only saying that because studies have actually been done on this shit, and I've looked at the facts and whatnot. But so this is, it's good that she wants to open up a little bit more, but I still feel like it wouldn't have been that hard if Frenchie had maybe been paying just a tad bit more attention. He could have already picked it up.
The man has a lot on his mind.
But yeah, true enough. Yeah, like I'm not really faulting him for it. It just is what it is.
Yep, absolutely. But I love the fact
I still love him though. He's awesome.
Then we got the Deep and A-Train at a party, and I mean the fresco was flowing freely. Like I was like, I think there was probably even fresco in that fishbowl he gave him. I'm like, and speaking of, like, just how magical was that damn fish? Like the Deep was holding it, and then without passing it off or setting down the fishbowl, it just vanished. Like, were they playing its song? Did it head out to the dance floor? Like, I know I can't resist the boogie when they start bumping Casey and the Sunshine Band through the speakers, but where the hell did that damn fish go? Like, that was just a little drop in continuity in the scene. I was like, I don't know. Things like that just throw me off. I was like, you can't have it in your hand, and then all of a sudden it's just gone without you doing anything.
Random plot hole.
Oh, it's killing me. And then Alistar tells the Deep and A-Train that Eagle the Archer is out, and no members of the church are able to have any contact with him anymore. And I was like, hello, cult. We're in. I was like, he also tells him, yeah, right. He also tells him that he has a meeting with Edgar soon about getting these two reinstated in the 7. You think that's actually going to happen, Phantom?
I hope so, because if not, what was the whole point of this the Deep storyline with this whole fresco?
Fresco, baby. It's all about the fresco. Oh man, the Deep followed with no hesitation, but A-Train doesn't look so convinced. Is A-Train going to be the one to bring down this entire cult? Oh, I can't ask AK because I know she's seen the ending, so let's ask.
Yeah, I was gonna say no point of this question. I can't comment on any of that. I plead the fifth.
Yeah.
Plead the fifth.
What's up, Phantom? Is it going to be A-Train bringing down this cult in the end?
The only way he would take down this cult if he learns they just can't get him back into the 7. That's the only reason why. But if they can get him back into the 7, then there's no reason to take down the cult.
So he's going to play the game until they fail him, and if they fail him, then it's all hell breaks loose.
Of course.
I like that. Lamplighter shows Huey how to sneak into Vought, saying this is how they used to sneak college girls in. And didn't at some point you kind of feel like Lamplighter was going to turn on baby Huey and basically try to score some points to get back into the 7, AK?
I don't recall exactly what happened in this scene, but I do not remember getting any inkling that he was going to turn on him.
It's basically like he just snuck him in through this back little vent, and then he snuck him in, and then when they got in, they didn't really go straight to see Starlight. They ended up in the main layer office where they always have their meetings and stuff. I was like, this guy's going to turn on Huey and either turn him in or kill him. I was like, were you getting any kind of those feels, Phantom?
I was 50-50. I'm like, is he going to betray him or not?
That's right.
He should have just stayed there, watching porn, I guess, at that point. But, or just go
Oh, I'm glad I didn't have a drink in my mouth like DJ did. Oh, boy.
That is just classic. He should have kept his ass at home.
I'm stepping away for a second, gents. I need to refill.
No problem. We'll be here. So how is Ashley able to just walk right into May's place, Phantom? She was obviously busy or just getting busy. Side note, our girl did knock the life out of that man in bed with her. So shout out to Queen Maeve. He was half asleep, staring with goo eyes. Must be fantastic sleeping with a soup. But I was like, how is Ashley just able to walk in there, fandom? What's up with that?
She does not care. You see how the stress level Ashley is since pretty much the beginning of this damn season when she actually got rehired. Like, forget the doors, forget everything. Just keep it moving. Just keep it moving.
Ashley ain't scared of Maeve. That's what it is. Really, Ashley's not scared of any of those guys, with the exception of Homelander, because he's really the only psychopath on the team. I mean, Stormfront maybe, but Stormfront don't really got beef with Ashley. She don't be fucking with her at all.
Seems like Stormfront doesn't even answer to Ashley, actually.
No. Stormfront been doing her own thing since she stepped on the scene.
Mm-hmm.
She knows it was Mr. Edgar that put her on the group, and she don't need to answer to nobody but the man at top. So yeah, she's doing her thing, and we still need to figure out how that whole thing ties in. Like, I think I might have called a couple episodes. We got a doppelganger situation going on. But again,
doppelganger in what way? With Stormfront?
No, with Stan Edgar like being maybe like the original Volpobomb or something like that. Like he's actually able to change his looks or something. Like, I don't know. There's just, like I said, again, this man has an ace up his sleeve we don't know about because he is just too confident in his entire role in the situation.
That's that Giancarlo swag.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Esposito. But again, like, why is Ashley like just walking in on people, AK? Like, boundaries, girl. Like, again, Maeve lets her have it. Like, can you not just be a fucking human this once in your life? And to Ashley's credit, she actually did bow out immediately. But again, what's she doing just walking into people's homes like this, AK? Is that okay?
What the hell is she doing trying to market anybody's life? I mean, look at how she was with the damn interview. Well, not interview, but the prepping with Elena and Maeve. Everything is just numbers on a page and contracts and goals that are set and need to be fulfilled, and she's in charge of making that happen. Unfortunately, because of that type of job with this type of company, it's second nature to just go in and think, it's going to be okay. These people are on your contract. They're owned essentially by VOT. So that's how a lot of people look like. I mean, Edgar wasn't wrong. Homelander, bruh, you're a commodity, but you a small ass commodity. And that's like the widespread thought of upper management. They don't really even see them as people, just things that they control to make money.
I don't know.
And Ashley's a sweetheart. Now, Ashley can be a sweetheart, and I feel her stress, but however, because of everything that's happening to her, she should have more empathy, especially towards someone in Maeve's position.
And maybe that's why she bowed out so quick. But again, knock. Don't just come walking in my house. And then we get out to Homelander. Speaking of just unsympathetic psychopaths, like even Stormfront thought his kids' cartoons were cute, but he just rolled his eyes. And like when he stepped in front of Becca while telling his son, like, "Oh yeah, I'm in a bunch of movies," and like trying to block her out. Oh, it's so cold. But I was like, didn't he kind of have a point about not lying to their son, AK?
No, I'm see, the only reason I'm saying that is because there are different stages that you need to take kids through during childhood. Homelander can scream, "Well, I didn't tell the truth. I just showed him everything that was and told him how much you lied and blah, blah, blah." That's not there's a lot of things, moving parts, I guess, when it comes to raising a child. I don't think Becca would have ever kept everything from him, but he's only like 9-10 years old right now. He doesn't need the stress of going through that much, but obviously his powers are going to manifest, just like the mutant X gene. Those things are going to happen eventually anyway. But once it starts happening, that's when you explain, this is what happened to mommy in the past. Unfortunately, it was hard, but I got you out of the ordeal and I love you. Here's what you need to try to do to be okay and how to function around other people. And this is the first kid. If I'm remembering correctly, this is the first actual child of a soup that was not that first didn't have somebody juiced up. Yeah. So you have to be careful when it comes like that. I mean, they literally put her in that place where she was with her son specifically to give him a normal childhood. So there's different rules to the game where he's concerned. And I understand, there were things kept from him, but he wasn't necessarily lied to. She was protecting him, and then she was going to bring him into that stuff gradually. At least that's how I saw it.
No, I feel that, and there's a lot of truth to that. But I don't know, fandom. Is it ever okay to just flat out lie to your son? Like Homelander kind of had a point. Like he's gonna find out, and he's going to hate you for it. So I mean, Homelander's a psychopath, but even a broken clock's right twice a day. Like, how are you feeling, fandom?
I mean, I understand why she lied to him, and as time progressed, she could have been like piece by piece explaining the truth to him gradually, so that once the truth came out, it wouldn't be blown up in his like her face and all that crap, like this episode. So it could have gone that way.
I think she was going to tell him Homelander just jumped the gun because he saw that he could weaponize that whole situation, and that's exactly what he did.
Oh, Linda, thanks so much for stopping by. I know you haven't seen the show. Do yourself a favor and check it out. But yeah,
yes, love you, Linda. Been great seeing you.
Pleasure is definitely all ours.
Absolutely.
How out of line was Stormfront stepping on Becca's toes with her son's boundaries like that, AK?
Oh, this bitch.
Like,
there are few characters, honestly, in fandoms that I can say I won't say hate because that's a strong word, but I very, very strongly dislike. And if I could jump into the computer screen or the TV screen with all of the powers of like Storm and Magneto and Professor X and Jean Grey all in one, Stormfront's ass would not even have any atoms left to be buried. I would fully disintegrate her ass from existence. No one would even remember she ever existed. This bitch, the entitlement on Stormfront, like we've seen this from the very beginning when she stepped on the fucking scene. Oh, I'm a new member of the Seven, and Homelander's like, excuse me? Even, what the hell's the girl name? Amy? Or whoever the executive assistant is, the redhead chick? Ashley, yeah. Even Ashley looked flustered because she didn't know what the fuck was going on either. It's, Stormfront moves way too shifty in any situation, and that's always what she projects. And again, that's one of those things. If Becca could have laid the Buddha palm on her from Kung Fu Hustle, bitch would have been done.
Yep. Becca makes a plea, basically a mother's plea to Homelander, and he acted like he understood. But isn't she crazy if she thinks like he's going to be sympathetic to her in any way, fandom?
Pretty much.
I mean, there's no way that this psychopath is actually going to be feeling sorry for you and be like, okay, you want it this way, I'll do it for you. And she has to know better than that. It's
hard to believe that Becca would be that naive.
Yeah, there's no way.
But Mama Bear, with her back against the wall, she's trying everything she could think of.
Yeah. Then we got Billy heading in for a quick visit with Dr. Vogelbaum and lets him know straight away how much BS he's going to be taking from him. Like when he tried talking and Billy very loudly moved that chair closer to him, letting like, hey, I give two shits about anything coming out of your mouth right now. Like, that was fantastic. And like how caught up in his own feelings was Billy when Vogelbaum started talking about needing Homelander to be the strongest man in the world and how he went to work on him, basically repeating the exact same words Billy's dad was speaking to him earlier. Like Billy was realizing for the first time just how like he and Homelander really are, wasn't he, fandom?
Yup. I'm just like, isn't that just like the light bulb just go in your head? You are just the human version of Homelander.
Exactly. And they showed
the kicker with that is Starlight said that to him in the last episode and he just brushed it off, but now he's really looking like, oh shit,
Huey's
fucking cunt was right.
Yeah, Huey's made a few comments about it too. So yeah, his eyes are being open, like, God dang, I really am just like this guy that I hate. And like, how naive was Vogelbaum thinking he could say and like do what you want to me, but I can't because of my family. I'm like, dude, look at this man's eyes across. Look into his eyes. Like, of course, Billy's about to threaten your whole family. Like, I don't know. Looking into Billy's eyes, there could be no doubt he meant exactly what he was saying. Would you have second guess this man or mess with this man, fandom?
No, not 1 second. Especially, this is what I liked and remembered about the trailer, season 2. Is that one scene where Billy just like sipping the tea or is it coffee, whatever it is. I'm just like, okay, what point in the season we're gonna get to this moment? And it was this moment.
Right, and when they got to this, like, did you think the doctor might be one step ahead of the game, and the tea like that he kept offering was going to be poison? Like,
hell no.
Sure Billy was about to
This
wake up in a
ain't this ain't Falco from Gotham, DJ. If so, then it would have been poisoned.
I couldn't get through it. I'm telling you, I thought Billy was about to wake up in a dark room somewhere. I thought it was done.
Oh man, shit! Damn it! There was just a freaking comparison that I had in my head. Keep talking. I'll think about it and I'll come back to it.
Well, did you notice like the look on the doctor's face after Billy threatened him? Like he was like, "How could you be so?" And then he realized exactly what he was doing. He was looking into another Homelander. He's like, threaten your life 1 second and then act as if you don't have a care in the world the next. Just a total psychopath. But like for real, I thought Billy was about to finish that sip and just fall out. I was like, God damn, I was expecting it. Did not happen though. But back at Vought, and Petite, Huey, and Lamplighter are making their way through, and Huey notices they're in a familiar place. And then Lamplighter says, I wanted to do it in front of my statue. And I was like, oh shit, here we go. Like I thought right then and there was going to be curtains for Huey, and Lamplighter was about to turn on him. Like neither one of you got that feeling at all during that whole scene?
Yeah, the moment he said, "Oh, they removed my statue," I'm like, "Oh, sure, he's gonna like commit suicide, isn't he?"
Man, you had it. I thought he was going to get Huey. I really did.
I never saw it as him about to turn. He has been looking for a way out for years, and you could absolutely see all of the grief for everything that he was made to do in the last couple episodes. So this was the perfect opportunity and the perfect placement for him to do it, and he went for it. Which is sad, very fucking sad, but some folks never can forgive themselves for what they did.
Yeah, once you kill kids, maybe there is no forgiveness. Maybe you just
that broke him.
Yeah, come back, try again next time. But I don't know. I just got nothing for people that hurt children. I can't do it. And like I said, he's sending himself out in a blaze of not so great glory, and Huey is screwed, or is he? Because again, I was like, how does this multi-billion-dollar company have the worst security in the land? Like people sneaking in undetected, motherfuckers burning up, like nary a garden site. I'm like, ow, like this is just ridiculous. Like Huey had time to sit there and grieve and then leave and then come back, break a bottle, proceed to saw a man's hand off with it, all before anybody came to see what the problem is. I'm like, come on, Phantom, what kind of place is this?
It's like you would not. It's what is it called? The Tower, I think it's called, or something.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't.
And
who are known to be in there? Soups from Homelander all the way to freaking Maid. It's like you wouldn't expect someone to sneak in there. So that's why I guess they don't have that much security. At the same time, it's like
superheroes, super villains. Come on now.
Okay, now I don't know if either of you watched Glee, but this is basically the equivalent of all of the random fuck shit happening at McKinley High in the hallways, and no teachers were ever there to stop the arguments or the fights. Any random fuck shit that happened, teachers nowhere. No parents nowhere. Like I could probably count on one hand the amount of parents that ever appeared, really trying to help their kids and guide them on that damn show. And it's just, ugh. And the sad part is sometimes they were right. Because that's true to life. And this whole situation just plays out the exact same way. It's people that think things are kosher and they can't see, they can't see the forest for the trees, so to speak. They think they are so untouchable that those little simple protocols of somebody like coming in the back door, or like Tyrion, getting people in through the sewers, for Castle Rock, their level of thinking just isn't that far down, so they don't pay attention to the quote unquote little people, the small folk or whatnot, until they actually get rammed up the ass with something.
Absolutely. Be easy, James Morgan. Thanks for stopping in, and
night, James.
On Thursday night when we hit the finale of this bad boy. Also, I would have grabbed Lamplighter's Zippo. I mean, it's not exactly Thor's hammer, but it's definitely going to be worth something out there on eBay.
Facts.
I would have been grabbing. I was like,
that's like a little boy in Shazam that had all the Batman's Batarang and all the other like bullets and shit. Yeah, you put that shit in a collection, you could hella sell that for some bank on eBay.
I would have done it. And as Starlight makes her way through the tower, she gets snatched up by Black Noir and tossed through a wall and a couple pillars. And I was like, Jesus, this girl can take a hit again. Like, my God.
See, you doubted me a little bit when I told you Starlight just ain't in her final form yet. Bitch is fucking powerful, man. She's damn near freaking She-Ra. Except instead of She-Ra being a freaking white lighter and healing people like from Charmed, Starlight's just a freaking superhero that does not die.
Oh, not me. I'm telling
it's hard to take her down.
I think in the end of it, she's going to end up being as strong as Homeland is what I keep saying.
I don't know.
Yeah. No. Okay. Comic reference. Okay. What's the main thing people say about Storm? Oh, she's just quote unquote weather. That's what I'm saying because it's the same shit.
Maybe it's season 3.
Do not underestimate my girl, man.
At this point, at the finale, I better see something crazy from Starlight.
Oh,
the way how you hyping her up.
I don't remember how it's gonna go through, but just you freaking wait, okay? Starlight ain't holding this weight forever. Baby girl got skill, and she gonna show it.
Speaking of not showing it, why didn't Starlight use her powers more when fighting Black Noir? Because they just didn't want to let that out yet, or she's trying to hold it for the finale? Because that's
it's a blend of all of that. Again, I gotta plead the fifth.
Yeah, she did.
I'm guessing because of the prison they put her in, maybe to suppress her powers, and she has to like fully recharge. That's like my only guess.
Oh man, there's a lot of electronics going on in that room. I'd have sucked the power out of that and blasted that man.
Yeah, like it's not specific to just
Black
her.
Noir though.
What's that?
She's getting jumped by Black Noir, and he's quick.
He is quick. I'll give you that.
I plead the fifth. It'll make sense.
Yeah, we see that it is actually a black man under there. So I was wrong on that. I was like, yeah, I guess it was just burn up, and I couldn't see it right. So that was.
Wait, what was your initial point? No, he is black. But DJ, what was your initial thought on him before? I forget.
Oh, I thought that he was either going to be Stan Edgar himself, or he's going to be Stan Edgar's son. And those two are going to be related. And then when I saw him, like when he got all burned up, taking out that soup terrorist, I was like, oh,
okay,
shit, white into there, but no, it is.
No. They did hire a black actor to play him. I won't say it, but if you want to know what the switch is from the graphic novel, let me know, and I'll tell you. But I won't just put it out there.
That on the finale on Thursday. Yeah. Absolutely, we'll break all that down. But lucky for her, girls get it done, and Queen Maeve was close by to save her yet again. Like, that's 2 she owes her now, isn't it, fandom? Queen Maeve has saved Starlight's life twice.
Yep.
Is it old though? Because the way I read it, first of all, Maeve's a good person. She may be very freaking jaded and just go with the flow, but that's just because she's been years into the 7 and just having to deal with the fuck shit. And she just knows how to do just enough to pass without really letting her animosity show. Maeve just came through to help out because, yeah, that was the right fucking thing to do once she found out what was going on. Nah, she came through. So, yeah, girls get it done. But I don't think it's her really owing Starlight anything. Let's say, yeah, you said Starlight owed her. But what it is maybe is a lot of Maeve's demons catching up with her, I think, because you remember in the beginning how what happened with the Deep really messed Starlight up, and Maeve had some very strong words for her in dealing with that. And I think Maeve regrets how that situation actually happened. Like I think she feels like she should have supported Starlight more and tried to help her cope a little bit more, if that makes sense. Like just from the bathroom scene that they shared after the random bullshit with
I almost think she was looking at her more like, grow the fuck up. Like, you're on the 7 now. You got to be smarter and better than this. And you
no. And I agree.
Right. You're getting basically bullied by the Homelander, and there's nothing I can do because he's so strong. But if you can't even get by the Deep, do you even really need to be on the 7? I feel like that's kind of the way Maeve.
No, and no, you're totally right. That is what it is. But I think Maeve is just reevaluating how she went about saying that. Sometimes, if you tweak the tone of what you say, maybe choose a little different words, the message comes out better. And I think that's what Maeve is trying to make up for. So I don't think Starlight really owes her. I think this is her showing Starlight like, yo, I got you. I get it now. Let's fucking do this shit. And then we can, try to ruin these motherfuckers from the inside another day.
Yep. When Starlight blacked out, I was like, that's the end. I was like, man, that was a quick episode. But nay, Maeve there for the save. I thought that was cool. And then it was funny finding out the way to take down Noir is as simple as getting a candy bar into his mouth. I was like, I wonder if Homelander has something that sweet and simple to take him out. Like, what do you think about that, fandom? Is Homelander going to have something simple that takes him down?
Doubt it, unless they somehow get like their universe's own kryptonite. But of all things, a freaking peanut allergy.
And because of that reaction that you just had right there, that's why they did it. Because it was something so simple and random that no one would ever think about it. But she knows peanut allergy, even though you a stoop, that doesn't make you completely invulnerable to everything. Nope. So here, have this off the door real quick.
How did Huey find Donna before Starlight, fandom?
That I don't even know.
I was just like, they're both running through the thing.
I thought they were like on the same floor, or at least like near each other, to the point that I thought that she would find her mother first. But it was weird how she went into the 7 sanctum. Huey was there, then he pretty much went in her direction, and they never even bypassed each other.
Yeah, I just thought that was wild how that didn't sync up. And if you were Donna sitting on the other side of that door for who knows how long, screaming to be let out, are you really going to sit there and play 20 questions with the man who just freed you, AK?
Wait, hold on. Refresh my memory on what that scene was.
Basically, Huey got in there and saved Starlight's mom from that door. She was on the other side screaming, let her out. And so Huey lets her out. And then all of a sudden, instead of like just getting going, like she wants to sit there and play 20 questions. Like, aren't you the guy I saw at the rally? I was like, wait a minute. We can catch up later. Let's go.
This is everything I said about her mom. And, in the beginning when we started this stream, the entitlement and ridiculousness of this woman does not know any bounds. She's one of those Karens that only hears what she wants to hear. And she will always wordsmith and move the topic to what she wants it to be, or at least she'll try to. And then think, but I didn't do anything wrong. I just wanted the best for you and blah, blah, blah. I needed to make sure of who this person was. It's all fuck shit. So no, you shut the fuck up. You've been rescued. Head towards the exit, ma'am. Exit stage left. Thank you.
Absolutely. Not now, but right now. But it was cute seeing their faces when Starlight finally realized that Petite Huey had come to save her. I was like, oh, that was a cute little moment. But what was not cute is what Homelander and Stormfront are trying to do with Becca's child. Like, has him now saying he hates her. Like, I was like, you were just saying you hated Daddy last week. I mean, you were just a hateful, spiteful little kid. What were you like, Brandon?
Repeat the question.
Just how are you feeling about how Stormfront and Homelander are treating Becca with her kid? Now they're saying that he hates the mom. Like, I was like, you're just saying you hated Daddy last week. Like, oh, it was just ruthless what they're doing to this child, playing with his head.
It's just like, how old is kid again? Like, he's 9 years old.
I don't even know.
He's 10, I think. 9 or 10, yeah.
So this is like the behavior I would expect from freaking 9 or 10-year-olds. Like, I hate this parent this week, and next week is this one, and so on and so forth. To me, this is the norm.
But when Stormfront said, like, he'll have a mother, I was like, oh, hell no.
Nah, see, okay. Again, this is another Once Upon a Time reference. And fandom, I know you'll get it. DJ, I just don't know if you've watched the show when it was on. But this is freaking Henry once Emma got to Storybrooke. Henry, his mom that adopted him, raised him to be the awesome little boy that he was the evil queen in Snow White's story. His real mom is the daughter of Prince Charming and Snow White. As soon as he figured that shit out, this boy ran away from home, went to get his quote unquote real mom, and then brought her back. And then he found out the rest of his family tree. His freaking grandfather was the Dark One, the most evilest person ever. And he was a ping pong ball. Just, okay, you lied to me, so I'm going to go over here to my real mom. Okay, you fucking up too, real mom? I'm going to go over here to my grandma and my grandpa. Wait, y'all fucking up too? I'm going to go over here to like the worst magical creature ever, who is my grandfather, and love him. Bro.
I kind of see the time.
Stop
I was like
ping
getting
pong.
lost there for a minute. I was like, wait a minute, like, we're going off on one
It's
here.
just
But yeah, I'll
it's
get
no
it.
no it's the finickiness of kids sometimes. And yes, I get it, they are easily manipulated, but little boy, you realize and you already recognize that you've only known this man for what, maybe a month at best, and just yesterday you were telling him to leave y'all the fuck alone because he doesn't like you. They were happy, you're disrupting his happiness, and he wants to just be with his mom and be okay. And that's just not happening with Homelander. But now he's ping ponging and looking at Homelander and Stormfront like, oh, these are the cool guys. He's gonna ping pong some more, unfortunately, before this is over. It's just ridiculous.
And then back at Mallory's, everybody's in a huff that Huey went to save Starlight and let Lamplighter fry himself. I was like, wait a minute. First off, they all heard the news. What the hell did you think was going to happen when Petite Huey heard the love of his life was being held captive with Vought? And second, like the mind state Lamplighter was in, he was never making it to that hearing anyway. Like he was going to roast himself sooner than later, regardless of what happened. So I just think everybody was being out of control on that one. Like, I don't know. Were you feeling like them, or should they have been feeling more like Huey? Like, which one of them's not going to go save their woman in that situation?
It's the naivety of everything.
Yeah, that was just ridiculous.
Just not paying attention.
And then for once, Billy's actually like the calming voice telling Mallory not to worry about it. He has it sorted. And then he goes and reconciles with his mom. That was kind of a cute little scene. And speaking of moms, we find out like that's why Eagle was kicked out of the church. He refused to cut his mom out of his life. I was like, man, how evil is this going to turn out to be, Phantom? Trying to make you lose your mama?
I don't know what's up. There's like a lot of like, mother and father issues in this entire show. Like, what is up?
Absolutely.
This is the soap opera for the ages.
Oh, man, it is just too much. And then let's talk about that pic of a man in a deer suit bent over. Like, so many questions. Like, was that really Eagle's boyfriend or just a made-up slanderous picture? Or, like, was it true that, like, the Eagle would hunt and mount him? And if so, where did he mount him? Like, on a wall through a hole full of glory? Like, either way, the Deep was quick.
Did you say a damn hole full of glory?
Either way, the Deep was quick to turn his back on the man who picked him up when he was at his lowest. I was like, I don't know. I was feeling some kind of way. Like, wasn't that messed up? How are they going to do the Eagle wrong like that, Phantom?
I can't remember who the hell is the Eagle, honestly.
Oh, Eagle the Archer.
The dude that was helping the Deep. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Who cares?
Oh, my Lord.
Who cares about this character?
A hole full of... I'm mad at your damn work placement there, DJ. We're not going to skirt over that, okay?
Oh, that's fantastic. And then we then turn to the big court hearing on Compound V, and this story is really blowing up. Like, it's exploding with ex-employees as well as the general public. Like, Dr. Vogelbaum wheels in to give his testimony, and boom, goes the dynamite. The congressman head explodes, just like Agent Raynor's did, and then goes Dr. Vogelbaum's. Like, then one right after the other, the whole place erupts. And I was just like, I was getting like an Ant-Man nanotech vibe. Like, is there going to be like a Wii superhero that we haven't met yet? Like, I mean, windows weren't even exploding, so whatever it was coming from inside that room. Like, do you have any idea what's causing people's heads to explode, Phantom?
My question is, of all those freaking people, why that politician that was on the news for like ages, even like in that rally, and when Homelander appeared, he made an ass out of himself. How her head did not explode? Yeah, that's my question.
I was
all the people. I was like, why didn't she? Maybe whoever's doing it was meant to like kill her, but then it killed like her partner or whatever. I don't know.
That could be. I got some questions about that too. Like, I don't know. I was just getting a real Ant-Man nanotech vibe. Like, are we going to just find out about a little miniature suit? What's up? I know you might know the answer, AK. Like, just say yes or no. Are they going to answer? They're going to answer this question by the finale, aren't they?
It will be answered.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We need
one more thing.
And you're gonna fucking love it. I guarantee you're gonna
one member of the 7 died, and that was just the new one. And I'm just like, you could have like killed any other member, but why the new one?
So maybe it's A-Train that has something to do with it. Yeah, that was kind of crazy. Or we've heard Mr. Marathon's name now twice. Like, does he have like an evil League of Doom, like consisting of angry ex-soups of the 7? Like maybe it's that kind of situation going on. Like we've heard his name twice and haven't seen him, so maybe he's the one doing this. Maybe he's running in there so fast he's just zapping people's heads and blowing them up. like smashing people's heads real quick. I just kind of get like a Mr. Marathon might have something to do with it because we've heard his name twice and haven't seen him. Or maybe it was like the Fresca all along, and we called it like there's just liquid explosives in people's heads that are easily activated by Alistar. And maybe it's just him blowing people up. Everybody that's had a Fresca, boom, goes the dynamite. I don't know. That was funny. It was funny, though, to see the Deep grab his head, knowing, like, if anybody has this treatment coming, it's me. Like, oh, shit, am I next? Oh, that was pretty aware. I love that. Like, hell yeah, you know, you need to keep going. But can you imagine, like, watching the news channel and seeing that? Like, it took them so long to cut away. Oh, that would be gruesome if you were really watching that on TV. I thought that was awesome. And our crew is just mortified by what they saw. And Butcher looked like he's about to just loose the hounds of hell on someone. And I was like, oh, my God, this episode had its moments. But all in all, I thought it was dope as hell. What do you think, Phantom?
Loved it. Good penultimate episode for the finale. And what the hell? Main thing I just want to know, who's doing his head exploding? That's what I need to know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We need to figure it out. What is making these heads pop and explode? It is ridiculous. And I am super excited to be able to finally watch the finale tonight and get some answers. Oh,
what's y'all's theory so far? Okay, you said nanotech.
Yeah, I think it's either nanotech or I think it's Mr. Marathon running in, smashing people's heads.
Okay, fandom, what you think?
I still think the soup that is it someone that we have already seen and just doubt that they can do this. My guess is Starlight's mom. Last person you would expect.
That is,
and that's why she's
a tinfoil theory I have not heard.
Her daughter, but I think she's there for her daughter reconcile. But in reality, she's been doing this. She's been working.
I will neither confirm nor deny what that statement says, but that is fucking interesting. And I love the tinfoil, so kudos for that one.
Absolutely. I was kind of around on that one too. Like, just because of her name, I was kind of thinking, I was like, man, that's kind of a superhero name. And it just kind of sent me down the rabbit hole. Like, are all these younger soups, like, are their parents' soups that didn't work out? Like, maybe Starlight and them got put in, but like maybe their parents were the first test subjects. And the things didn't quite work out, but then they're like, hey, we got it now. We can actually get your kids in the right way and actually make superheroes out of them. And that's the way they got picked.
That's lightweight. That's lightweight. A Stranger Things plot crossover mix. I like it. Like, and I've delved through a lot of tinfoil and theories on the boys, and this is original for both of y'all. So hey, my tinfoil brothers, I'm here for you.
Because it's weird how Stormfront was like, oh, you're like the first natural, like, born, superhero from a superhero parent. I was like, they've been around for years. How is it now happening?
Yeah, how is this?
Something in the water. It's never explained. It's just a thing that is. No soup has been able to regularly birth a child until Homelander, which is really freaking weird. So it almost makes me think that it isn't even the soups themselves, but it would have something to do with the DNA of whoever they chose to have that kid with.
Interesting. But yeah, it is interesting. Again, like the heads that did explode. I mean, you had the Sonic Force guy that was just recently brought in. You had not Mallory's, not the agent, not the congresswoman who blew up, but her aide whose head blew up. Like, I don't know. It's like, are the people who are trying to fight on the right side and doing good things, they lived. Mallory didn't blow up. The congressman didn't blow up. But I thought Ashley's head got blown, but it didn't blow up. It was the lady behind her. So yeah, it's just kind of random. Like, why were those specific people all got, not some of the ones we thought would have? So I can't wait for him to explain that one. That's going to be awesome.
Absolutely. I can't wait to know what y'all's thoughts are when you finally find out what it is.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be amazing. I know Stan Edgar's got some aces up his sleeve that's going to be coming out. Like I said, either Black Noir is going to be his son or him, like another version of him, a clone of him, something. Because, yeah, he's just way too cocky standing in Homelander's face. So, way too good.
Come through with that trivia. Phantom got to go to work.
Yep, absolutely. All right, the Phantom's got to go. We're going to let him go. I want to thank you for being here. I got a couple of questions for trivia. Everybody that wants to stay, if you know the answer, put it in the box. And if you are here later on, make sure you write them in the comments down below. Question number 1, who did Butcher run off and join when he left home? What organization did Butcher run off and join when he left his family when he was younger?
The FBI.
Incorrect, but good guess. Remember, my man's a
CIA?
Brit. Remember, my man is a Brit.
Oh, shit, that's right. Fuck. Ah, damn
If you know
it.
the answer, write it down below or in the box. Question number 2. What did Homelander say he wanted to do to Petite Huey when he found him? What did Homelander say he wanted to do to Petite Huey if he could find him?
Bash his brains in.
Either that or like rip his dick off and push it down his throat. I don't know. Homelander just weird and menacing and shit.
Tell you what, if you guys put those answers together, you're pretty darn close. If you know the answer, write it in the box or write it down below in the comments later. Question number 3. What is Petite Huey's last name? What is Petite Huey's last name? Oh, I thought this was an easier one. Uh-oh.
I'm used to just hearing Huey or Petite Huey. I forgot what the fuck his last name was.
Uh-oh. If you know the answer, write down below. We're going to keep it moving. What is Homelander's son's name? Oh, we know we always get people in the name game.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
I'm tipsy right now. Okay, yeah, I don't know.
What is Homelander's son's name? And I got to skip that to the next one because that is an answer to another one. What is Mallory's first name? What is Colonel Mallory? What's the Colonel's first name? Colonel Mallory.
That sucks because they've only said it like once or twice.
I thought Mallory was her first name.
Right?
No.
I always use it.
Yeah,
like
you gotta remember she's government agent. They use their surnames more, their last names.
All right, sticking with those ladies' names. What's Butcher's mom's name?
Oh, for fuck's sake!
What is Butcher's mom's name? Uh-oh. Anybody got any of them? Getting too tough. Getting too tough. What is Butcher's mom's name?
That's like asking what Yano Slid's mom's name was.
Who did Lamplighter say would help him sneak college girls into Vought? Who used to sneak college girls into Vought with Lamplighter?
The Deep? Right. The Deep is the only one I can think of.
You would think it'd be the Deep. The Deep is incorrect, though.
Well, Black Noir, Translucent. He would do some fuck shit like that.
Exactly, you think so.
Or what was it? What's her name? Allie?
Allie with an I?
She's fucked up enough to do it.
That is incorrect. If you know it, put it in the comments or down below later. Oh, keeping it up. What's Butcher's dad's name? That's a real tough one.
Who gives a fuck? Butcher don't even give a fuck what his name was.
I'll be shocked if anybody gets that one. Who's Butcher's dad's name? That's a tough one. And moving it on, what is Dr. Vogelbaum's first name?
Ugh.
The name game today, people.
He's connected to Stormfront, and I don't give a fuck about knowing any information about her.
What is Dr. Vogelbaum's first name? Moving right along. What party were the Deep and A-Train attending? What party was that the Deep and the A-Train were at?
The random cults media extravaganza. I don't know.
Oh, it just ain't easy, is it?
It wasn't a wedding.
What's that?
It wasn't a wedding.
No, it was not a wedding.
No, it was like one of their camp like charity something or others, wasn't it?
That is incorrect.
Oh,
you know that answer, write it in the chat or write it down below later. Next, we're going to keep it moving. Who did Dr. Vogelbaum say may have been heading the project at Sage Grove? When they were asking him questions, who was in charge of that? Who did Dr. Vogelbaum say may have been heading that project over at Sage Grove? That's another ridiculously hard one. You got to be into it to know that one.
Was it Liberty? Stormfront's original name? No? Oh, well.
I like that guess, but that is incorrect. What part of Vought did the person... That's the same person. What part of Vought... Yeah, I can't even ask that one because that's the answer to the next one. What was the Deep's new wife's name? What's the Deep's new wife's name?
This is going to sound really racist, but something white like Chelsea or Becky or Susan or some shit.
Very close, yes. What'd you say, Brandon?
Katie.
I said Becky is my guess.
Oh, so close. It is a Becky type name. Yes, you are right on track. But it's in there.
I apologize, viewers, for that. I apologize. I'm drunk.
What was Dr. Vogelbaum's position at Vought? What was Dr. Vogelbaum's position at Vought?
When you're like the CEO or lead scientist or something?
Very close.
Oh wait, no, Dr. Vogelbaum. He was the founder, wasn't he? Or like
No,
one of the
Dr.
founders?
Dr. Vogelbaum.
Oh, shit. Yep, don't know that. Mm-mm.
What was Dr. Vogelbaum?
I know what he did. I don't know what his specific title was, though.
Tell you what, you were very close. You were one letter off. I'll give you that hint. What hero got kicked out of the church? Just talked about this man.
The arrow guy.
The other arrow guy.
What's up, chat? Can anybody remember this man's name? What hero got kicked out of the church?
But it was dude that saved, well, quote unquote, saved deep, wasn't it? What's his name? The Eagle?
Hey, there we go. Eagle the Archer. We got one.
Finally got one.
Give you that one. The arrow guy. Eagle the Archer. Absolutely. We got one.
Speaking of which, have y'all seen the trailer for Hawkeye?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it yet? Bro. Okay, since you haven't seen it yet, I'm humbly requesting a reaction.
Yeah, there you go. Make that up. Speaking of reaction, what is Starlight's last name?
Who the fuck knows?
What is Starlight's last name?
My tipsy brain right now cannot even fathom what Starlight's real first name is.
Oh, and then last question. Really? You don't know Starlight's first name?
I can't. I probably do, but I can't think about it right now.
That's
awesome. I don't know.
Maybe I need to put that as an easier question. Put that in there. How much time, last question, how much time did the congressman tell Dr. Vogelbaum he had to make his opening statement?
5 minutes.
Boom! Phantom ended it on a win.
Hey, all right. Both of us got one. Yay!
We got it in, got it again. That's going to do it for us. I want to thank everybody for coming through. Absolutely fantastic. And, man, I'll tell you what, I finally got this in, so I cannot wait to watch the finale tonight. I'll be writing it up. We'll be back on here on Thursday.
Not that this is any great treat, but guarantee, for the finale, I am on camera. Okay. We about to have all the shenanigans for this finale. DJ, I'm going to get you some pics and whatnot. I feel like we should go full in depth for this finale. So, any special thing you want us to touch on, let me know and I will get some graphics up for it.
Absolutely. That'd be amazing. Absolutely. So I look forward to that. We're going to be doing that on Tuesday. And I can't wait to just get it in.
Thursday. Wait.
What's that?
We're not doing it Thursday. You said Tuesday. We're doing it next Tuesday? Next week?
Oh, yep. Just slipped it up. Nope. It's going to be Thursday. I thought I said
Thursday. Okay. All right. Had to make sure. Need to make sure of that timeline.
Absolutely. 2 days away. We're going to get it started earlier. I'm going to try to get my schedule straight so we can get back up on time and get it done earlier. And we're going to be knocking it out, the boys, this Thursday. So I hope to see each and every one of you there. Hope everybody's having an absolutely fantastic week, and it only gets better from here until Thursday night. Be easy, everybody.
Peace.